Hi there. Happy Friday. A reminder that it's Friday. I'm finding it's hard to keep track of what day it is when there's no schedule and there's nothing happening. So anyway, hi, I'm Joanne Lurgio, doing my song share. This will be the last one for the week, and I've really enjoyed being here. I'm going to extend it a little bit because I'm not going to be here on the weekend. I thought I'd do a few extra songs because I want to catch up on all the music that's being played all over the internet. There's all kinds of all concerts going on, so I want to catch up on all my friends who have been making music as well. Anyway, so I'm going to get started. I had quite a few requests, so let's see what I can get for you. We're going all the way back to my very first album. The sun sets low on the horizon. Pastel colored clouds paint the sky. The world seems to move in slow motion. I get lost when I look in your eyes. It's the way that I feel when you whisper, like a soft breeze over the shore. Oh yeah, always love when that happens. For me, it's all about the love. Some say fame and fortune are the measures of success. I admit there was a time I would agree. I confess, you came knocking on my door. Now I know there's so much more. And for me, it's all about the love. The scent of your cologne still lingers. It's been hours now and I here alone. Put my head on your pillow and remember, you are here even after you're gone. 'Cause I have sweet memories to hold on to till I'm back in your arms once again. I will wait for that time. I will show you. I give thanks for my lover, my friend. And for me, it's all about love. Some say fame and fortune are the measures of success. I admit there was a time I would agree. I confess, you came knocking on my door. Now I know there's so much more. And for me, it's all about the love. And for me, it's all about the love. Well, if you want to know what the rest of that first verse is, then you'll have to listen to the album. Sorry about that. Who wrote that song anyway? The song is called All About the Love, and it's from my very first album that I released back in 2005 called Find a Dream, Catch It If You Dare. And I actually had another request from that album, so I'm gonna do that next. See, the problem with when you record new music, you sometimes forget to keep up with the older songs, which I love them, but then I forget them when I have to do them. Let's see. This song, this was after, I'm trying to think when it was. I started working as a safety coordinator back in the day with Filene's department store, so that tells you how long ago this was. And I had to travel for that. Filene's department stores was a chain of stores in the Northeast. Eventually they were bought by Macy's department stores. But anyway, I was a typical Rhode Islander, and I've never really traveled much until I got that job. I didn't really travel at all until I got that job, I'll be honest. And when I first got it, then our home office was in Boston, and I first would meet with my boss, and I shadowed him. He drove me around, but then came the day that he set me free, and I was off to go and audit and do safety at my stores. And so the way I did it is I just put everything in. Every morning I would put my address into MapQuest, because we didn't have GPSs back then. Whoa, that was a long time ago. I put the address into MapQuest and see where it took me. And this one particular day I was driving along, and I came to a sign that said, "Welcome to the Berkshires." It was absolutely beautiful. I'd never been to the Berkshire Mountains before. And about that time, my boss called me from his windowless office in Boston. He said, "Hey, Joanne, I'm just checking on you to see how you're doing." And I said, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful. The trees and the mountains and the sun is shining." And he said, "What, are you on vacation?" And I said, "No, I'm on my way to Pittsfield." I used to love driving to Pittsfield after that. And the funny thing about Pittsfield, if you're a mall person, if you shop, malls typically are directly off the exit. So it's easy on, easy off, it's easy to find, but not Pittsfield. So nobody really enjoyed, making that trek to Pittsfield but me, because it was such a beautiful ride. You get off exit 2 on the Massachusetts Turnpike, get on Route 7, and you follow this windy road around until you come to, I remember there was a Dunkin' Donuts on the left with a beautiful, what do you call it, those the mountains and the lake there. It was beautiful. Anyway, and I was working. Anyway, let me get to the song. Every day's the same old story. Nothing ever seemed to change. Fighting for my piece of glory, working 13-hour days. Up before the sun comes up, up before the sun comes up, out before you rest your head. Wake up in the morning and start all over again. On the Massachusetts Turnpike, heading westward bound. Shut the door this morning and I left without a sound. Something strange been haunting me. Live your life before you're dead. So I made up my mind, left a note on the table. This is what it said. I'm on my way to Pittsfield. Got everything I need. I got my guitar, got my blue jeans, got my Oprah magazines. Been taking life too seriously, but I finally seen the light. We're on a one-way road to paradise, and it's time I get it right. When I set my feet in Pittsfield, I stand on the mountainside. I gather all my courage, toss my fears over the side. Count my blessings one by one, then I line them up under the sun. Gonna thank my lucky stars, 'cause the day my life's begun. They say out with the old and in with the new, taking my chances, I'm leaving, I'm on the move. I'm on my way to Pittsfield, got everything I need. I got my guitar, got my blue jeans, got my Oprah magazines. Been taking life too seriously, but I finally see the light. We're on a one-way road to paradise, and it's time I get it right. Ooh, get it right. I said, ooh, get it right. I'm on my way to Pittsfield, I'm gonna get it right. Oh, I'll get it right. Yeah, get it right. Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, I have an audience. So I got my mom here. Rhodey Joan is here with Maxwell and Annabelle. So it's okay to clap. I told them they had to be quiet. They had to behave. Anyway, that was for Jen. Jen, thanks for pulling that one up for me. Or having me pull that one up. I need to sing that more often. Gosh. Yeah, but I remember singing that one time at a show, and a man came up to me after the show and he said, "Can I ask you a question? I've been to Pittsfield. Did I miss something?" I just laughed. I said, "Yeah, the point of my song." You know, it was just a beautiful place to be, and just, you know, go out into the mountains and just look out. It was beautiful. Anyway, or maybe that's just where I was in my life at that time. You know, it's perspective. When you're looking for good stuff, you find good stuff. And speaking of finding, this is a song about finding my way. This is another request. It's going out to Julie and the girls and Chet down in Florida. This is, yeah. I was standing watching by the ocean. I've been waiting for my ship to come in. When I heard the craziest notion, it said, do or die, sink or swim. I was flushed with a rush of confusion, and I felt a cool grip of fear. When I looked out toward the horizon, I saw my ship was already here. My ship was already here. Let the sun be my guide, let the wind fill my sails. Give me courage to carry this day. Let me stay on this course with a strong, steady force. Keep me safe as I'm finding my way. Now some may find it peculiar I will leave behind all I know. When I heard pulsing like thunder, my heart was calling me home. My heart is calling me home. Let the sun be my guide, let the wind fill my sails. Give me courage to finding my way. Oh, and I'm still looking. I guess that's a good thing. Because you don't want to get bored. Oh, gosh. Let's see what I have here. So that song, Finding My Way, is from my the album that I released back in 2015, Rise from the Storm. It went right out of my head. Rise from the Storm, Finding My Way. So now I'm going to go to my newest album, Crossing Jordan, which is an album of gospel songs, released back in August. So she's still new, and this was by request. Crossing Jordan is an album of my favorite hymns. It's a long story. It's all on my website, JoanneLurgio.com. It'll tell you all about Crossing Jordan, so it'll tell you why I did it and tell you all about it. It was an absolutely fabulous project that I did. So I selected some of my favorite hymns to do, but I also wanted to have a couple of songs that I wrote. So I chose to write the title song of the album, which is called Crossing Jordan. And Lisa requested this one the other day, so I'm going to do that. Crossing Jordan. I am the way, the truth, and the life, and the Lord. No one can come to the Father till He has called. Have faith in God, have faith you'll be redeemed. In the light of His love, come follow me. Crossing Jordan, I see the house of the Lord. Hear the choir of angel voices, sing praise and sweet accord. Crossing Jordan to a street that's paved in gold. The Lord God has called me, His grace will lead me home. Be not afraid, said the Lord, and trust in me. Don't let your heart be troubled, you must believe. My Father's house has rooms enough, it's true. And there's promised He's prepared a place for you. Crossing Jordan, I see the house of the Lord. In the choir of angel voices, sing praise and sweet accord. Crossing Jordan to a street that's paved in gold. The Lord God has called me, His grace will lead me home. My peace I give to all the world, now you shall live in peace. Therefore we'll hear, the blind will see, the lame will all run free. Crossing Jordan, I see the house of the Lord. Hear the choir of angel voices, sing praise and sweet accord. Crossing Jordan to a street that's paved in gold. The Lord God has called me, His grace will lead me home. The Lord God has called me, His grace will lead me home. Oh, Crossing Jordan. Yeah, check out that album on JoanneLurgio.com. And all my other albums are available. So if you're enjoying my music, Yeah, have a listen. Share them. Share the video with your friends. Say, hey, listen to my friend Joanne. You can order my albums, you can download my songs, or just play the video over and over and enjoy. I'm going to try to do one more request. But anyway, I just want to thank you for listening, taking time out of your day, whether you're here with me live or you're watching me after. I hope you're enjoying the music because I've enjoyed spending time, just finding a little bit of peace in the day in all this troubled times, I'll call them. I don't know. I'm going to try this without my glasses. Usually hear this song on guitar, but you know what? It was a request, and I think it's really appropriate. So, when you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Oh, you get the idea, right? Because we all need to stick together. What do we keep hearing? I keep hearing that phrase right now. Everybody's been saying we're all in this together. We're all in this together. And we'll all get through this together. You have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back on Monday to make more music for you. So until then, you take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.